My princess, please. I'm Parpose. You before it's too late. Please listen carefully. I am not trying to pressure your heart. I am only speaking honestly. Before silence becomes regret. Before it becomes too late for something real to be said, I am proposing to you not out of confusion, not out of temporary emotion, but from something that has grown deep inside my heart, slowly, steadily, and sincerely. You became someone very important to me, not just a thought, not just a feeling, but a place my heart keeps returning to naturally. I have tried to understand these emotions carefully. I have tried to be sure about what I feel, and even after all that thinking, my answer remains the same. I choose you, not because life is perfect, but because my heart feels calm when I imagine a future with you, my princess. I am aware that love is not enough without understanding, without trust, without two people willing to build something together. But I am ready if you are willing to, ready to be patient, ready to be loyal, ready to learn you deeply, not just your smiles, but also your silences, your fears, your emotions, your real self completely. Because real love is not blind, it is aware, it is steady, it is chosen every day, not just felt in moments. I am not asking you to answer instantly. I am only asking you to think honestly from your heart, not from fear, not from pressure, but from truth. If somewhere inside you, you feel even a small connection, then I want to build something real with you, something respectful, something lasting, something that does not break easily. And if your heart is not ready, I will understand. I will not force you, because love that is real never becomes a burden. But if there is even a small place for me inside your future, then please do not let fear stop it, because I am not here for temporary feelings. I am here asking seriously for something real, for something honest, for something that could become a lifelong promise. My princess, this is me, standing with sincerity and respect, asking you gently and truthfully, will you accept my proposal before it becomes too late for our hearts to choose what they truly feel? My heart feels completely open. No walls, no pretending, just truth standing quietly before the woman it loves, because proposing to you was not a small decision. It came after many sleepless nights, many emotional moments, many silent prayers, where I kept asking myself, is this real? And every single time my soul answered, with your name, I know forever, is a serious word. I know promises should never be spoken carelessly. That is exactly why I waited this long before finally speaking from my deepest truth, because I never wanted to offer you temporary love. I wanted to offer sincerity, the kind that stays through difficult seasons, through emotional storms, through ordinary days. That test commitment, my princess. I do not dream about perfect fairy tales. I dream about real life with you. Simple mornings, peaceful conversations, holding each other through stressful nights, growing older while still choosing the same love. That kind of future means more to me than temporary excitement ever could. Sometimes I imagine you beside me years from now, smiling softly after long days, still holding my hand the same way you held my heart from the beginning. And honestly, that image feels more like peace than imagination, because my soul already sees you as home, my princess. If you only knew how carefully I thought about this, how seriously I took my feelings before placing them into words, you would understand this proposal did not come from impulse. It came from love that stayed, even after fear, even after uncertainty, even after every uh, reason my heart could have walked away, yet somehow it never did, because real feelings do not disappear simply because they become difficult. They either grow stronger or reveal themselves as temporary, and mine only grew deeper for you. Still, I respect your heart too much to rush you. I know emotions need honesty, and decisions like this deserve careful thought. So take your time, listen to your heart calmly, and if somewhere inside you there is a future where my hand still feels right, where my presence still feels peaceful, then please do not let fear steal something beautiful from us, because life changes quickly, and sometimes the greatest regrets come from feelings people never expressed before it became too late. That is why tonight I chose courage instead of silence, I chose honesty instead of fear, and I chose you with all the love my heart has been carrying quietly for so long. My princess, after proposing to you, my heart suddenly feels different. Still nervous, still emotional, but strangely peaceful too, because sometimes speaking the truth finally frees the soul, even when the answer remains unknown. At least now, my feelings are no longer hidden, no longer trapped inside silence. You finally know how deeply I truly love you, and honestly, that matters to me more than pretending I never cared. I know proposals are not only about romance, they are about responsibility, trust, patience, and commitment. They are about choosing one person, not just during beautiful moments, but during difficult chapters too. And that is exactly what I imagined with you, a connection strong enough to survive ordinary life, not only emotional nights, because real forever is built inside simple moments as much as dramatic ones. My princess, I would never promise a perfect life. No human can offer that, but I can promise effort. I can promise loyalty. I can promise that your heart would never feel alone intentionally. I can promise to communicate instead of disappearing, to protect your peace instead of becoming another reason you lose faith in love. Those promises matter more to me than grand speeches, because lasting relationships are not maintained through beautiful words alone. They survive through daily kindness, through respect, through consistency, through two people continuing to choose each other honestly. And honestly, my princess, I want to choose you for a very long time. Sometimes I wonder what your heart felt while reading my proposal. Did your chest become nervous too? Did your thoughts pause for a moment? Did some quiet part of you imagine a future with me, even briefly? I hope so, because despite all my fears, my soul still believes there is something special between us, something worth protecting before life or silence steals the opportunity away. My princess, if your answer eventually becomes yes, please know this. I will treasure that trust deeply, because giving someone your future is one of the most vulnerable things a heart can do, and I would never treat that lightly. But even now, before any answer, before certainty, before plans, I already feel grateful because loving you taught me how sincere the human heart can become when it finally finds someone worth risking everything for. And for me, that person became you, the woman my heart stopped running from life for, the woman who made forever feel less frightening and more beautiful, the woman I still hope will someday call me hers forever. My heart feels quietly emotional because proposing to someone is really placing your soul into their hands without protection and trusting they will understand the depth behind those words, I love you. Those three words may sound simple to the world, but inside my heart they carry sleepless nights, careful thoughts, silent prayers, and dreams I never shared with anyone else until you became the first person who made my future feel warm instead of uncertain, the first person who made commitment feel peaceful instead of frightening. And honestly, that changed me deeply because before you, I thought love always came with chaos, with confusion, with pain. But your presence showed me that love can also feel calm, safe, honest, and steady. That is exactly why I chose to propose, not because everything is perfect, but because my heart already sees you as the person it wants beside it through every imperfect season of life. My princess, I do not know what tomorrow holds. I do not know how destiny will shape our story, but I know this truth clearly. If I ever build a forever, I want it with you. I want the ordinary moments too. Morning conversations, sleepy smiles, support during stressful days, laughing over small things, growing older without growing distant. That kind of love means everything to me because temporary excitement fades quickly, but emotional peace lasts, and you became peace to me, the kind my heart searched for without realizing it. Sometimes I imagine the future where this proposal becomes reality, where one day you look at me with certainty instead of hesitation, where our hearts finally stop wandering and simply belong to each other. That thought alone makes my soul feel hopeful again. My princess, no matter what, your answer eventually becomes thank you. Thank you for entering my life. Thank you for making me brave enough to speak honestly about love. Thank you for showing my heart that forever is still possible in this world, because before you I carried fear. Now I carry hope, and hope is a beautiful thing. Still deep inside my heart, I pray softly for one thing, that when you listen carefully to your soul, it quietly leads you back to me, because my heart already chose you completely, sincerely, forever. And tonight again, with every emotion, I whisper gently, my princess, please say yes, before life turns this beautiful love story into another memory of what could have been. My princess, if this becomes the last time I speak this openly about my heart, then please remember these words forever. Everything I felt for you was real. Every late night thought, every silent prayer, every emotional line I wrote came from a heart that truly saw you differently, not as temporary, not as ordinary, but as someone worth building a future with. I know life can be unpredictable. People change, timing changes, sometimes even love gets lost between fear and silence. And honestly, that possibility terrifies me deeply, because after loving you this much, I cannot imagine easily becoming strangers again. I cannot